Hello everyone, I am Shaurya. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to make another exciting project of JavaScript. In today's video, we are going to make a color palette generator using only HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is the project demo that we are going to build in this video. You can generate different color palette and export it to text file with export button. In text file, you will get all color hex code of that palette and you can change it to radial, linear gradient, solid colors, whatever you want. You can copy the hex code of any color. Also in this we have color picker so that you can pick any color that you want and you will get the hex code of that color. You will get all the important links related to this project in description box. So make sure to check the description box. Now without wasting time, let's start building this project. First of all, you have to create one folder and name this folder as color picker. Then open this folder with VS Code. Once your VS Code is open, you have to create 3 files. The first one is index.html, the second is style.css and the third is skip.js. Now close these 2 files and we will work on index.html file. Let me zoom in. So if you press Shift+1, you will get this image evaluation, and if you hit enter, then you will get this basic HTML code. Change the title to color picker and palette generator. Now under body tag, create one div tag with class name container. Click on go live. Now under container, create one h1 and write color picker and palette generator. Now below it, mark on comment as color picker, and below this create one div with class name color picker section. Under this create one input and in type write color, then give ID and in ID write color picker. Then give a value and inside value write #6 times f 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now create one button and in button give a ID and ID is going to be copy color. Then here write copy hex. Below it create one p with ID color value and write #6 times f. Now mark one comment as palette generator and below it create one h2 and write palette generator. Then mark another comment as gradient options and below this create one div with class name gradient options, and under this create 3 buttons. The first one is for solid, the second button is for linear and the third button is for radial. Now inside 3 buttons we have to give a data value. So if you press Ctrl plus Alt and click downward key, then you can select multiple buttons at the same time. Now write data type. In solid write solid and in linear write linear and in radial write radial. Now below this div mark one comment as palette output and create one div with class name palette and ID palette. Now below this create one button with ID generate palette and inside it write generate palette. Now let's link our style sheet. So after title write link and then colon CSS. It will link our CSS file and at the bottom write script and inside it write src, then give our file name which is script.js. Now let's style our application. So click on style.css and close the HTML file. Now write comment as reset and below it write staris, then inside it set margin to 0, then set padding to 0 and give box sizing to border box. Now write comment as page background and inside it write body and in body set font family to Sesio, then write background and in background write linear gradient and set its degree to 135 degree. Then the first color is #667 EEA and the second color is 764 BA2. Now set its mean height to 100 VH. Then set it display to flex. After that justify content to center and align items to center. Then set its padding to 40 px and 15 px. You can adjust padding according to your styling. Then give color and inside it write #222. Now we will style our main container. So mark comment as main container and below it write dot container and inside it set its background to RGBA and inside it write 255, 255, 255, 0.9. Then set backdrop filter, and this is going to be blur, and the value is 12 pixels. Then we will set its padding, and padding is going to be 35 pixels and 30 pixels. After that we will set its border radius, and this is going to be 18 pixels. Then we will use some box shadow effect. So for this write 0, then 20 pixels, then 45 pixels, then use RGBA, and inside it write 0, 0, 0, 0.25. After that set its max width to 520 pixels, then use animation, and inside it we are going to use fading for 0.6 seconds each. Now we will style our entrance animation. So write entrance animation, and inside it write @keyframe fading, then write from, and inside it we are going to set its opacity to 0. After that we will use transform, and we are going to set it to translate with respect to y, and the value is going to be 20 pixels. Then write here 2, and inside it we are going to set its opacity to 1. After that we are going to set transform, translate with respect to y, and this time write 0. Now we will style our heading. So comment is heading, and inside it write h1, and then text align to center, then margin from bottom set it to 25 pixels. After that we are going to use font size, and we will set it to 1.8 rem, then write h2, and inside it write text align to center. After that margin from the bottom, and the value is 15px. After that set its font size to 1.2 rem, then font weight to 500. After that set its color to #555. Now we are going to style our color picker. For that we have to fix it. In our CSS file you can see there is one yellow line. This means we have done a small mistake, and it is not keyframe, it's keyframes S. And also remove the Geneva from the font family. Now we are good to go. Let's style our color picker. So write dot color picker section, and inside it set it display to flex. After that flex direction, and this is going to be column. Then align items to center, and use gap of 12 pixels. Then set margin from the bottom and set it to 35 pixels. After that write #color picker, and then set its width to 130 pixels. After that set its height to 55 pixels. Then use border radius, and inside it write 10 pixels. After that set cursor to pointer, then use transition, and inside it use transform for 0.2 seconds ease, box shadow for 0.2 seconds ease. Now we are going to design its hover effect. So write color picker hover, then inside it write transform and use scale, and inside it give 1.0.5, then use box shadow, and inside it write 0. After it 5 pixels, then 15 pixels, and use color RGBA, and inside it write 0, 0, 0, 0.2. Now write #color value, and inside it write font weight and set it to bold. After that use some letter spacing of let's say 0.5 pixels. Now we are going to design our buttons. So in comment write buttons. After that write button, and then set its padding to 10 pixels and 22 pixels. Then border, this is going to be none. After that use border radius and set 12 pixels. Then background, and inside it use linear gradient. Then degree is going to be 135, and the first color is #6366F1, and the second color is #8B5CF6. Then use color, and inside it use hash triple F for the white color. Then set its font size to 0.95 rem. After that, set its cursor to pointer. Then we are going to use transition, and inside it use transform for 0.15 seconds is comma box shadow for 0.15 seconds is. Now set margin from the bottom 10 pixels. After that, we are going to design the hover effect for the buttons. So right button colon hover, and inside it set transform to translate with respect to y, and the value is -2 pixels. After that, use box shadow, and inside it write 0, then 6 pixel. After it 18 pixels, then RGBA, and inside it use 0, 0, 0.25. Now button active, right button colon active, and inside it use transform, and then write translate with respect to y and give value 0. Then button colon focus, and inside it set its outline to 2 pixels. Solid has C7D2FE. Then outline offset to 2 pixels. Now we will style our gradient options. Write gradient options dot gradient options, and inside it set its display to flex. After that, justify content to center. Then set a gap of 10 pixels. After that, set margin from the bottom 18 pixels. Now write gradient options button, and inside it give a padding of 7 pixels and 18 pixels. After that, set its font size to 0.85 rem, then border radius of 20 pixels. After that, set opacity to 0.7. Now write gradient options button hover, and inside it give opacity to 1, comment as palette, and inside it write palette section, and under this just write text align to center. That's it. Now you're going to design palette, so write dot palette. Now set display to flex. After that, justify content to center, then flex wrap, and this is going to be wrap. After that, give a gap of 14 pixels, then margin set it to 20 pixels and 0. Now write color box, and inside it give a width of 70 pixels, then height of 70 pixels. After that, border radius of 14 pixels, then set its cursor to pointer. After that, use box shadow effect and write 0, then 8 pixels, then 20 pixels. After that, color RGBA, and inside it write 0, 0, 0, 0.3. Then write transition, and in transition use transform for 0.25 seconds is comma use box shadow for 0.25 seconds is. Now write dot color box hover, then use transform, and this time we are going to use scale and write 1.15. Now use box shadow effect and write 0, then 12 pixels. After that, 30 pixels, then RGBA, and inside it write 0, 0, 0.04. Now let's make it responsive. So write command as responsive, and below it write @media, then give max width and set it to 480 pixels. After that, use container, and inside this we are going to set a padding, and padding is going to be 25 pixels. After that, 20 pixels. Now write color box, and inside this we are going to set its width to 55 pixels, then height and height is going to be 55 pixels. That's it. Now let's check it is responsive or not. So maximize it, then right click inspect and let's check. So yes, it is responsive. Now close this style sheet and open script.js file. So in script.js we are going to first select each and every elements. So right command is elements and inside it write const color picker equals document dot get element by id and the id is color picker. Now second is const, then write copy color btn equals document dot get element by id and the id is copy color. Now write const and color value equals document dot get element by id and the id is color value. After that write const palette equals document dot get element by id and the id is palette. Then write const generate btn equals document dot get element by id and the id is generate palette. Now write const gradient buttons equals document dot query selector all and write dot gradient options then button. After that write let current type equals solid. Then after this write let current palette equals empty array. So this is the sign of empty array literal. Now there is one catch. Here we have used document.getElement by id, but here we have used query selector all. Why? Because query selector all selects multiple items, not a single. And here we are selecting one single item. That's why. And we have used here dot because it is a CSS selector which is going to select all items with class name gradient options. Now write comment is toast system. Now we are going to write function to create toast. So write one function here, then write show toast and inside it pass message, then write let toast equals document dot create element and we are going to create div, then toast dot text content equals message. After that write object dot assign and inside this write toast dot style comma curly braces, then position this is going to be fixed, then comma, after that bottom and write 30 pixels comma, from right it is also going to be 30 pixels, then comma, write background, then inside it write linear gradient and 135 degree comma, the first color is has 6366 f1 and the second color is has 8b5c f6. Then write here comma. After that we are going to set its color. Color is going to be has triple F, then comma, use padding and in padding write 12 pixels, then 18 pixels, again comma, then set border radius to 10 pixels, comma, font size and set it to 0.9 rem, then box shadow and use 0, then 10 pixels, then 25 pixels, RGBA and inside it write 0, 0,3 then comma, after that write z index and set it to 0, then again comma, after that write opacity and set it to 0, then write comma. Now write transform and we are going to use translate with respect to y and the value is 20 pixels, again comma, then use transition and set all for 0.3 seconds each. Now write here semicolon. After that write document dot body dot append child and pass toast semicolon, then write set timeout arrow function. Now toast dot style dot opacity equals 1 semicolon, then toast dot style dot transform equals translate with respect to y and value is 0 semicolon. Now here write comma and write 50, then give semicolon. After that, write set timeout, then arrow function, and again write toast dot style dot opacity equals 0, then semicolon. After that, toast dot style dot transform equals translate with respect to y, and this time use 20 pixels. Now set timeout, arrow function, then write toast dot remove, then write comma and 300 semicolon, write here comma, and after that write 2000, which is equal to 2 seconds. Now write comment is color picker, then write color picker dot add event listener and pass input. After that write comma, then the arrow function, and inside it write color value dot text content equals color picker dot value, and write here semicolon. After that write copy color btn, then write add event listener and pass click, then comma and arrow function. Inside it write navigator dot clipboard dot write text and pass color picker dot value, semicolon. After that write show toast and write here hex copied, semicolon, here also semicolon. Now give comment is gradient type and write here gradient buttons dot for each, then write btn arrow, then write btn dot add event listener and pass click, then comma and arrow function, and inside it write current type equals btn dot dataset dot type. Now write gradient buttons dot for each, and inside it write b arrow b dot style dot opacity equals 0.6 semicolon, then write btn dot style dot opacity equals 1, then write generate palette function, then write here semicolon here also. Now we are going to work on our palette logic. So write command is palette logic, write generate btn dot add event listener and pass click, then comma and write generate palette, then write here semicolon. After that we are going to use function, so write function and use function name as random color, and inside it write return hash, then plus math dot floor. After that write math dot random and multiply this with 16777 Now write toString and write 16. After that write paid start and pass 6, 0, then semicolon. Now let's create our function of generate palette. So write here function, then generate palette, and inside it write palette dot inner html equals empty, then current palette equals array, empty array, then for and write let I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, then write const c1 equals random color function, then const c2 equals random color function, then write const box equals document dot create element and pass div, then write box dot class name equals color box. Now write let value equals empty. If current type strictly equal to solid, then value is equal to c1, and then write box dot style dot background equals value, and if current type strictly equal to linear, then value is going to be backticks linear gradient, and use 135 degree comma then dollar curly braces on c1 comma dollar curly braces c2 semicolon. After that write box dot style dot background equals value. If current type strictly equal to radial, then value is going to be backticks radial gradient, use circle comma dollar sign curly braces on c1 then comma dollar curly braces on c2. Now write box dot style dot background equals value. Now write current palette dot push and pass value, Now write here box dot add event listener and pass click. After that arrow function and write navigator dot clipboard dot write text and pass value. Then write show toast and write here copy to clipboard. Pass here semicolon 2. After that write palette dot append child and pass box. Now we are going to write to export palette. So write comment here is export palette. Now write here const export btn equals document dot create element and pass button. Then write export btn dot text content equals export palette. Then write export btn dot style dot margin top equals 10 pixels. Then write generate btn dot after and pass here export btn. Now write here export btn dot add event listener and pass click, then comma arrow function. Write let text equals backticks palette type, then dollar curly braces on current type dot to uppercase. This is a function. Now write backslash and again backslash and semicolon. Now write current palette dot for each and pass color comma I, then arrow and inside it write text plus equals backticks dollar, then write I plus 1 dot dollar sign curly braces and write color backslash and semicolon. Write here semicolon 2. After that write const blob equals new blob and pass text, then comma curly braces type and write here text slash plain and write here semicolon. It's const. Okay, this one is good. Now again write const link equals document dot create element and pass a. Now write here link dot href equals url dot create object url and pass blob. Then write link dot download equals palette dot txt semicolon. Now link dot click function. After that write show toast and inside it write palette exported as txt. Write here semicolon. Now we are going to initialize load. So write command is initial load and then pass the generate palette function. Now let's check our application, is it working or not. Maximize this one and if I click copy hex, yeah it is. If I press solid again, generate palette linear radial, okay, everything is working. This is also working, copy hex. Okay, if you see there is one problem here, our export palette button is not visible. So for that maximize this one, right click inspect, then we are going to go on consoles and at line number 67 we have some problems, cannot read properties of null. Okay, close this one. At line number 67 we have to check what's happening here. So actually there is no problem in the script file. We have to check our HTML file. So open your HTML file. There is one problem in our HTML file. Actually we have to wrap this inside our div with class name palette section. And there is one more problem inside our ID. We have not used here E. Just put the E here and save it. Now you can see export palette btn. Now let's maximize and check is it working or not. Export palette. Okay, yeah, it is working completely fine. See here, this is the solid one. If I use linear and click on export btn, okay, let's check. Okay, so this is the linear gradient. Everything is working fine. Our application is working fine. Click inspect, click on console, nothing. Okay, so everything is working fine. You can see it here, color, copy hex, click on solid, linear, radial, everything is working fine. So if you go to Google and search developer Shaurya, then click on the first link, you can visit my website and you will see that I have written a complete blog of this project and everything is explained in detail with complete code. If you go to projects, you will see lots of projects are already mentioned here along with the videos and the tutorials and with the project code. And if you click on the cheat sheets, then you can download HTML, CSS and JavaScript cheat sheet. And if you need other languages cheat sheet, you can download that too. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Make sure to subscribe the channel for more such videos and see you in the next video.